Hey guys, Magnibus here. I'm bringing you another video on quest decks. This time we will take a look at the Shaman quest from the Unguru set. Unite the Murlocs. It asks you to summon 10 Murlocs. The reward is gonna be Megafin, 5 mana cost, 8 life and 8 health Murloc. That will also fill your hand with random Murlocs. That sounds awesome, isn't it? Well, spoiler alert, is not as great as it sounds. Summoning 10 Murlocs without a card like the Paladin's Call to Arms takes a while. And if you use cards like you can see below here, Primal Fin Totems or Calling the Finishers, you may not have early presence on the board that you need. So this deck is not really competitive. I try it in level 5 and it stands no chance against meta decks. But it can be fun to play in casual, and we can take a look now at such a game that I played a while ago. So I got here against Paladin. I was thinking it's gonna be like a random aggro Paladin, so I chose to keep the Lightning Storm, you know, just to clear the board in case he's gonna fill it with dudes or Murlocs. It turned out actually to be some kind of mixed Paladin. This guy probably was trying something out, just like me. As you can see, my starting hand is not so great. Have no Murlocs in my hand. It's kind of hard to complete the quest without that. Murloc starts to arrive on the board, but from my opponent. I got a Murloc, but as you can see, it's quite an expensive one. That's the problem, you know. I mean, I chose to play in this deck lots of Murlocs, but some of them are too expensive, even though they have great synergy one with the other. We get other two from our deck, great Murlocs, one giving health, one giving attack to other Murlocs. But again, I have no Murlocs on the board, and they are all 3 mana Murlocs, quite expensive, hard to actually get to 10. Now it starts to look a little bit better, but what I actually need here is a Primal Fin Totem. If you get that early on and your opponent is not able to kill it, if you can somehow defend it for 2-3 turns, that's very nice. You're gonna have, you know, 1 Murloc every single turn, but I didn't actually get it. I didn't play in the deck Calling the Finishers because it's a 4 mana. I know for 4 mana you get 4 Murlocs, but I thought it's too expensive. I had to get something out of the deck, and I wanted to be sure, even if I'm not able to complete the quest very early, that I have cards in the deck that allows me to live long enough, you know, to complete the quest and actually win the game. As you can see, my opponent is playing an odd mixtures of cards. Is nothing close to the usual meta Paladins. Yeah, as you can see, I'm still only with totems on the board. I'm still far from completing the quest. My Murlocs in my hand are all 3 mana, so quite expensive. I try to defend the board as much as possible. As I told you, I think it's important not to go all in for completing the quest and forget you need to survive. Yeah, here I'm in a little bit of a better position because I do have taunt, so I can play one of my expensive Murlocs. Here I get 3 choices, and I think I get the wrong one. I choose the Grimscale Oracle for the great synergy and for the plus attack to all other Murlocs, but I actually don't have so many Murlocs. Probably it was better to get the Tide Hunter for the extra Murloc that was going to put on the deck and help me complete the quest. Well, nonetheless, that was the decision at the moment. Looks wrong now, looking at the replay. Yeah, but as I told you, it was just a casual game, so experimenting, trying to find a way to make this work, even though, as I told you at the beginning, we have to be honest, I don't think this deck is playable now in Ranked. It's pretty hard to actually compete with meta decks. Here again I have to choose from 3 Murlocs. This time I go again for the Grimscale Oracle, but I think this time was actually the right choice, and the other ones were not going to bring any extra Murlocs, so it was quite the same to get any of them. This one at least was cheap and was having a synergy with the other 3 Murlocs on the board now. I choose to give life to my Murlocs here. Probably in a competitive game I choose to go with attack plus attack and try to go face more, but here my goal was not to lose the game, that's true, so I wanted to win, but I was also thinking about completing the quest. I actually played 3-4 games in casual with this deck to see how it goes, how long it takes to complete the quest, how could I modify the deck. Yeah, in retrospect I think you have to actually play calling the finishers. Probably that would be much better for the quest and probably for the viability of the deck. And also probably I should have included there directly Tide Hunters, which of course for 1 card 2 mana cost you're gonna summon 2 Murlocs, so great for the quest. Yeah, I finally get a totem on the board. This is gonna help a little bit. Probably this was going to be much faster if I was having a totem to play on turn 3, 2, stuff like that, you know. I don't remember exactly what my opponent was having on the board, but I don't think on turn 2 if I was... No, he was having a hydrologist on turn 2, so that was not enough to kill a totem, so that could have been good to have. So as you can see, my opponent is actually playing Uther of Elbone Blade in this deck, even if it doesn't actually seem to be anywhere near to a 1-turn kill paladin deck. Still a great card to have, can help. I don't know how much actually can help against a board full of Murlocs, but it still helps. Here I choose to play this card, and actually even though for 1 turn block it my totem to summon a Murloc, which might seem wrong, it proves to be the right decision. Now I have something on the board that can kill the 7/7 minion, so I'm gonna go with yeah, here I'm checking to see how many Murlocs I still need. 1 to go. You see, I use the 1/1 to break the, and I'm killing it with the 7/7. That was a good decision. Of course you have to kill all the riders he summons. You cannot actually give him a chance to kill you in 1 turn, although I'm pretty sure this guy didn't have Actioneer to be able to use cheap quests. cheap spells to make sure that he can summon more riders in one turn. I complete the quest here. As you can see, I get Megafin. So as you can see, he is a 5 mana quest, 8/8 Murloc. That will also fill my hand with other random Murlocs. Pretty good, but as you can see, we are late in the game, and in a competitive game, this was much too late. That's for sure. I was going to be dead like 4 or 5 turns earlier. Yeah. It is a bit of a decision here, but of course the right one is to use the plus attack totem. Probably I didn't actually get it in the right place. Here now I'm not sure that was the best decision, but it doesn't really matter. I'm gonna still be able to have a big presence on the board. I'm now playing the other totem just to make room in my hand for as many Murlocs as possible. A little bit of greed. In the end it works very well for me because I still have 1 mana left to play the Grim Chunk. This is another thing. If you don't want to burn any of your cards from the deck, make sure you still have some mana left after you play the Megafin, because he's gonna fill your hand. You're gonna have 10 cards, and if you don't have enough mana to play another Murloc after him from your hand, you're just gonna burn one card that is coming from the deck. So yeah, I didn't actually think about it. I just got lucky there with 1 mana left, and then one of the Murlocs that I got from Megafin was Grim Chunk, and it's costing just 1 mana, and I've been able to play it, so I made room in my hand for the incoming card. I seem to think a lot what to do here. In the end, I'm gonna get the right decision. I think that was the right decision. See how much damage I get from the lighting card, and then just clean the board with whatever I have left. Yeah, I still have that taunt in my way, but that's not a big problem. I'm gonna buff the chunk here, and then the Righteous Protector is easy to get down. I have of course a buffed charge. Pretty good card here to have, that I froze my opponent and he couldn't attack with the blade, even if I don't think that was going to make any kind of difference. Here he concedes the game, because it's pretty obvious that I was going to kill him. That taunt was not enough to actually be able to stand in front of a full deck that I had there, and I was having a Hex in my hand anyway. So yeah, this is the quest deck for Shamans. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. Also please subscribe for more videos like this, and I'll see you guys next time.